North America fans out there, we are so excited for October 3rd and 5th to come to you in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're going to have a dynamic show. And why is it so important for you to be there? One, everything is moving so fast right now. And two, lack of labor. Labor, we just heard from a meeting, is going to be a challenge for the next 10 years. So being at Furnaces is going to allow you to see the technology and the trends and the elements you need to make your plant as efficient as possible. And today, we're going to have our first of numerous Furnaces Technology Showcase, where we're showcasing the sponsors and those companies that are helping make FNA so amazing for you, the attendee out there. So today we have with us Jeff McLaughlin from McLaughlin Furnaces. Jeff, how you doing today?
Good. How's it going, Tom?
Awesome, man. Awesome. So have you seen 21 versus 20 or 22 versus 21 this year for the industry that you've been running around in?
I mean, 20 was, COVID year, obviously, but coming into 21, it was, it ramped up. It ended up being a pretty decent year, with new equipment in regards to the sales of furnaces, but it led more in 21, led more into companies looking at back into the reallocating some of the equipment they want to put maintenance in because of 2020. So That was a really big year for us for, let's say, rebuilds, retrofits in the field, and service work. 2022 is even more so, leading into the same thing. And, on top of that, you look at what you just mentioned is efficiencies. Companies, how are we doing this? What do we need to do with the gas prices as continue to climb? Even electrical prices are increasing tremendously, as well as gas prices. But we've gotten more in the last 3 months. How do we convert our gas furnaces to electric? How do we do? Can you give us a quote for electric furnace versus a gas furnace? And we look at different things, and we're doing the options of what we can do in utilizing gas versus electric, or how do we make gas furnaces more efficient?
Just when we think we've seen the top of gas, we wake up on Monday, right, and go down and pass the local store on our way to work and go, holy crap, it went up another 30 cents or something.
Yeah, and gasoline will directly drive the industry with what we know, with what we touch. Our automotive, or the implement side of things, the aerospace side of things, we see it across the boards affecting all industries in the heat treating, with all of them, being a major player in, energy usage.
Well, Jeff, we just came from our Great Lakes chapter meeting, and we had a phenomenal speaker who spoke on the labor shortages, inflation, those kind of things. And the labor shortage is not something that is going away. And he basically said we have a depleting labor base over the next 10 years, even though we have an increasing population to a degree, but we have less people in the workforce. So the question is how do you do work differently? So in your world of what you're working in, your expertise in the field and furnaces, what are some of the really fantastic technology developments you're seeing that's helping heat treaters in your world make them more efficient so they can rely less on human labor, but more on machines as well?
Well, in the furnaces world, let's face it, you only can do so much from a labor standpoint versus automation. What we're trying to do is we're trying to give that customer that advantage edge on how to troubleshoot their furnaces, one, remotely if we can, so that labor force has to be on site all the time. And also, we're trying to get that the furnaces where they're at a more robust state of operations. One being, services from outside sources such as ourselves, as far as the preventative and predictive maintenance side of it.
Right.
And that plays key roles on having that workforce at a commercial or a captive heat treat that has to have, the hands-on experience is not there anymore. So we're trying to look at it from being able to, remote troubleshooting, having that access at their fingertips with different programs and functions of the equipment, from a control standpoint and also from a troubleshooting standpoint.
Being able, you hit a big point. I think a critical point for most heat treaters is that mobile remote element.
Yes.
Because so many people are asking today, so this job got some remote aspects to it, and I think people that don't try and tie into that are going to put themselves at a competitive disadvantage, because today's workforce wants to see a digital shop. They want to see an automated shop and a flexible shop. And I think bringing those kind of mobile technologies in is going to be really huge to help heat treaters tap into the next workforce.
Yeah, and having the digital world that we know, it's always going to continue to grow and continue to evolve and where we need to be digitally. But, and I think that's where we can set our experience in with having more remote support employees that work for us remote across the United States. One of the things that we've been gravitating towards is, I'm kind of an old school guy. I'm hands-on. I like to be in the field. I like to be in front of the customer. But having said that, if I got mobile support or that can be remote, and also I have a few guys that can be, very, let's say, quickly to be on site if needed.
Yep.
It makes the troubleshoot, faster. Downtime is money to, the major competitor or major captive shops and even, in commercial.
So now let's shift into, so what is Furnaces is coming up. You don't have to give away the farm in terms of what's coming from McLaughlin to Furnaces, but is there a product or a piece of equipment that you're really excited about to introduce to people when we get there in October?
Yeah, we got a couple things coming out. Like I said, we won't let the cat out of the bag, but we did the I just formed an alliance with Rotor out of Germany. We're going to be bringing some products into North America that will be built here at McLaughlin with some of their technology from Germany, and and vice versa with some of my technology going to Germany and going over into the Europe area. And them two products will be featured at the Furnaces this year. And it's going to be some products that we've had before, but we've done some more tweaks and tunes on some of that equipment, and we're real excited about having them there.
Well, good, man. That's exciting. So yeah. What do you like about, you've been coming to Furnaces for years. What is it that you really like about coming to Furnaces?
Well, it's seeing new people in the industry that are customers or are vendors, so to speak, in that. But it's technology too. What's new there? What can help me be an advantage if I utilize on this piece of equipment, and I can take that, put my spin or my engineering on it and utilize that. So I gain a lot from not only me giving my stuff to my customers, but I also get the vendors that are there to help me make my equipment and my ability to make every the industry that I service much more robust and efficient.
Well, and that's why I think Furnaces for years has taken the attitude that we want to give an open opportunity for the teams of people at these different captives and commercials to come in and see all that equipment, because it costs you thousands and thousands of dollars to go travel around and see that equipment individually. And you can come to Indianapolis and for free. We believe in it so much so we don't charge anybody a dime to walk into the trade show floor and see 150 plus exhibitors, to see people like you and see what are you bringing to the table that can help them be better. So I think that's what I think is one of the most exciting things about coming to Furnaces this year is you can bring your division head, or you can bring your division and your operations and production managers and your sales managers and get them in that room and let them look and see what do we need to buy that can help us be better.
Yeah, and I think what's happening is this year, the 2022 Furnaces, we had a gap, with the COVID and everything happening over the years. So there's a huge gap there. So this 2022 is going to be a huge leap for new things, and then the way the innovation is going and the efficient, trying to make the equipment more efficient. It's going to be. I'm excited about it. I'm pumped about it. I'm really excited to see, what I'm up against, or what we can offer, our customers, and meeting new people and being able to give that knowledge that I have out, or the added value from a conversation that could lead them in a completely different direction where they wasn't thinking, oh, we didn't think about that, or we didn't do that, because guys such as myself is a business owner. I'm still a hands-on, in the field guy,
right.
And working with, growing that, and also mobile support and off-site support, and being able to I guess collaborate on all that across the boards with new people and existing customers. It's great.
Right. So for every heat treater, last question, for every heat treater looking into the screen and saying, why should I come to Furnaces North America? What would be your invitation to them?
I think the big thing for making sure that you're at Furnace North America, is the leap that we've had in technology and what it really means as far as how efficient we need to be competitive, to be effective, and to be able to keep on that curve that we have in this volatile in this market that we have. It is a global market. And I really think that you will, the vendors, the people that walk through that door, the customers, that everybody, the walks of life that walks through that door, they need to have a mindset of we have to be changing moving forward.
Sure.
And if you're going to be in this industry, that's where you need to be to make that happen.
That's
and
awesome.
I think it's a huge thing for 2022 this year to make sure that we get the word out to a lot of people that we have that. That's going to be a major role is the world economy we have in front of us.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to seeing you in October. So
yeah, absolutely.
Captain commercials watching on the screen, mark October 3rd to the 5th. If you want to register, hit the link in this email that you see this video, or go out to furnacesnorthamerica.com and click register. Remember, it is free to come both or 2 days of the show. All you need your hotel room, or if you're driving in, you can come that specific day. Or for $249 extra, you can get access to 35 technical sessions that's going to teach you the latest in trends, processes, and equipment and maintenance. So be there. Don't miss out on this chance and get left behind. Change is happening very fast. Thank you, and we will see you on October 3rd and 5th through the 5th in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Thanks, Tom.